Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Home to the Devil's Cauldron volcano, welcome to Treasure Island, located in the South Pacific Ocean. Ahoy! I'm Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague. We call him the Dark Pirate. He's from New Zealand, Frank Nobilo. Ready to call all the action out here today on this hard-to-find, mysterious course. Good luck finding this in your hometown. Some are here, Frank, just for the lure of the buried treasure. But I can't wait to see what this course brings to the table. What can you tell us about Devil's Cauldron volcano?
Rich, the first thing that you notice are the different flag sticks out there. The skull and crossbones are there for all to see. And you're right about the treasure. It's there to be found. And you don't always have to take the direct route. But get off the ship, find some dry land, keep away from the water, and you'll be more than rewarded. But also be very, very wary. The bounty's not for everyone. So grab your 6-iron and don't walk the plank. Plus, with Rory, the chat in the locker room, when you hear someone say, "I couldn't hit that shot he just hit today," that's when you know you're different.
How about the 2 eagles he made in the final 3 holes Saturday, round 3, on his way to winning the Open Championship in 2014?
That was phenomenal. 16 was virtually unreachable for most of the field. 2 phenomenal shots. And obviously he's in a tussle with Ricky Fowler. And then to top it off, that 5-iron he hit into 18 was just, it never left the flagstick. Yeah, he has that ability just to hit the gas pedal at the right time.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Oh, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
He'll be pleased with that. The approach shot is about 12 feet away. Getting set now over the putt.
Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank. So, 2 over early. Frank, this hole has a little bit of everything, and it's kind of scary, to be honest with you.
It's a very stout par 3, well protected in the front by those 2 bunkers. Might be a little bit of treasure in there. Our commentary box to the right. Leave that alone, please. Small enough green, but it certainly provides a good target for a par 3 that's in the mid 200 yards.
Speaking of targets, I mean, there's plenty of cannon fire out there. You could take one across the bow right here. You could walk away with big number and some big hits. Could really use this one. It's for birdie. He'd settle for par here. Clean this up with a tap. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, this is not an easy tee shot. Trying to thread it between those 2 giant trees.
3rd hole, Captain Hook. Par 5. Really just keep it down that left side, very, very close to the coastline. Good tee shot. You might be able to get home for 2. But rather than hook your 2nd, you're going to have to slice it.
Frank, look at that tree in the distance. Looks like the face of a man carved out of it. I'm just seeing things right now. I'm spooked by this golf course. And now the second shot here at this par 5. A stout 190 yards to the hole here. Frank, you got a round in here yesterday. How'd you fare?
Slit my throat, Reese.
Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
That was a solid strike and a good result. Wow, I didn't expect that. Rolls in the par putt, stays at +2. Here at the 4th, Frank, what's the best way to take on this hole?
It has to be a good tee shot, Rich. It's a dogleg left, but you don't really worry about that fact. Worry about the fact that the fairway is anything other than straight. So somehow just find a little sliver of fairway. Then you're going to find that second shot that much more inviting. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good par. Well, this hole, Frank, is quite a design. Not a long hole, but there's trouble.
There certainly is, but I would say this is a birdie hole for most. Short par 4. Good tee shot's just going to leave you a little pitch in there. A lot of little features along the way, but really just keep it between the skull on the right and the mountain on the left.
See, but that could be distracting, the skull rock formation on the right.
Well, just don't skull your tee shot. This is all over it.
Dude, he just made an ace. 6th hole now at Treasure Island, Frank. This is a severe downhill par 4.
A series of tee boxes here to play, but you're right, Rich. Just sort of tee it up there, let that ball float a little